And now, today we are going to start a new topic called voice. And it is one of the topics from, of course, we have jumped to 3, 4 topics now. But let me take something very interesting for you all, because the other topics are a little bored. So I have taken this activity topic, active and passive as here. And please focus on learning something because this is the last opportunity that you're going to learn, especially English. And voice may not be the new topic to you, and it is already the whole topic that you have been learning from your school days and the college days. And again, here it is reintroduced, and don't feel that the topic is being repeated continuously here. Okay. So, can anyone tell me in the meanwhile before I share my uh, video? I mean, the board here. What is voice, ma? Where should we use, and what is the importance of voice? And what is the significance of learning this active voice and passive voice in English? What is the significance of voice in English? Have you ever heard such questions from the subject called English? Because definitions, structures, the usage of the sentence, changing from active voice and passive voice. That's enough. Is that what you have learned all these years? And what did you learn exclusively in the earlier classes about voice? You want me to call by the names now? So I will call the students by the names. One is okay, Archana. I'll start by alphabet. So unmute your device and tell me. Archana, tell me that what did you learn about voice in the earlier classes? Archana, when I'm asking something, you should respond whether you know it or not.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So what is your response? You should tell me the fundamentals, what the voice is about, so that I can forward myself and what you are and where you are exactly in voice. Understand?
Sir.
And all of a sudden, if somebody comes and asks you, because you have been learning this voice for the last many years, somebody asks you a very simple question, can you tell me what is about voice? What is voice? And what is the importance of voice in English? What do you answer, ma? So you don't know anything? Actually, I'm asking you only.
Yes, sir.
Not your parents, not somebody else, okay? Shall we go to the other students now? Geeta Lakshmi.
So, when the person denoted by the subject plus person of actions, the verb is said to be in active voice.
Okay, right. So you're telling what is active voice and what is passive voice, okay? What I'm asking the question, I'm happy, Geeta, that you have given a wonderful answer. And the question is, what is the significance of this voice in English language? And what is the necessity of changing the sentence from active voice to passive voice? Does the meaning change? No, if you change the tenses, like from simple present to simple past to future, like this, their meaning will be changing. But in active voice, do you think that the meaning will change? And Sahil is answering, the meaning doesn't change. But let somebody answer me. Why should we need to change the sentence from active voice to passive voice? So English is one of the magical languages in the world. You all know very well. So here in English language, uh, I mean the language describes the relationship between the subject and the verb. Okay, basically it describes the relationship between the subject and the verb here, and of course the object is next. So when the subject is considered and emphasized as the doer of the action, then it will be an active voice. In the same sentence, if the verb is emphasized or if the object is emphasized, and then it will be called passive voice. So there are certain things, that way we need to emphasize on these areas, that is subject, verb, and object. So when the subject is emphasized in the sentence, then obviously that will be in active voice. If the verb or the object is emphasized in the same sentence, then definitely, and we need to use passive voice. So that is the only the significance we need to learn from this topic now. Okay, because I'm not going to tell you something just like what you have learned in the earlier classes. So this is purely an advanced English now, and you need to learn certain things, to upgrade yourself that what you are going to learn from Silver Jubilee Government College. You can't simply learn just like the other normal students, that to activize to passivize and passivize to activize, or degrees of comparison from comparative to superlative. But these are all the conventional things that you go and learn. And here, you need to learn everything very technically and advanced. So this is the application of grammar, understand? You're not coming to the classes to learn grammar now. You have already learned grammar and you're trying to apply it in your regular activities. You understand? Right. So I share you with you now that I have a whiteboard with me now that I have already prepared some important things there. So please keep your pen and paper with the notebook with you and go on writing fast now. Okay? Yeah. Here you see. Can you see the screen now?
Yes, sir.
Alright. So if you can see the screen, and here I have already highlighted with different colors here in active voicing. The sentence emphasizes the subject performing an action, while in passive voice, the sentence emphasizes an action or the object of that particular sentence here. Right. So you remember all that there are three times where the subject is not emphasized in three contexts. You know what are the three contexts? When the subject is well known, when the subject is well known, and the second one, when the subject is unknown. When the subject is unknown. For example, I tell you, well-known subject means the thief is arrested. The thief is arrested. So their subject is not at all required. What is important there? The object is very important. The thief is very important. Understand that? The thief is arrested. Usually, who will arrest the thief? The police will arrest the thief. So we don't use the subject there. We don't emphasize the subject in that particular context. So that which voice is required there? Passive voice is required. And when the action itself is very important, when the action itself is very important than the subject. I tell you one more example here. The results are announced. The results are announced. You all have been eagerly waiting for the results to be announced or not to be announced. So, if once it is announced, you know that you feel very happy. Okay, finally the results came out. So, what is your focus? Your focus is only on the announcement, not either the subject or the object. So, that is the second context. And the third one, when the subject is unknown. When the subject is unknown. Unknown means like my purse is stolen. My purse is stolen. How can I say that somebody has stolen my purse? Some X-ray has stolen my purse. Do I know that? Do I know that who has stolen my purse? Don't know. So what is important here? My purse is very important. What happened to my purse? It is stolen. Stolen is very important. But who stole the purse? That's not important in that particular sentence. Okay? Right. If you see the second one here, and there are certain rules and regulations for all the tenses in English now, and we will list out one by one. I have listed out all the tenses now here. And remember, there is no passive voice in the following four tenses now here. We have, since we have already completed all tenses, how many tenses we have completed now?
12, sir.
We have completed 12 tenses, you know. And in these 12 tenses, four tenses have been listed out here. Four tenses have been listed out here. What are the four? Can anyone read out?
Present perfect continuous tense, past perfect continuous tense, future perfect continuous tense, future continuous tense.
What is the information about these four?
There is no passive voice. Sir.
There is no passive voice formation in these four tenses now. So passive voice is available in how many tenses now?
8, sir.
8, sir.
Eight
8.
tenses there. Okay, 8 tenses there. Right. So here is one thing that, okay, forget it. We'll go to the first one. And here the voice is in two categories, you know, that is active and passive here. And here, if you see, can you see the screen? You can browse, you can zoom your mobile, okay, na? If you don't find it, you can zoom it. Okay. First one, and the rules for present simple tense here. Can anyone read out the first one? What is the tense we are using now? Present
Tense.
simple tense. So in this present simple tense, and here the two voices are mentioned here, active voice and passive voice. Here is active voice and this one is passive voice. Right. So what is the structure of this active voice? Usually that you find the subject, that is V1. What is V1 known for? What is
Present
V1 known
form
for?
of verb.
Present form of
Form of verb.
Okay, and that will be added with yes or es or even ies also. Okay, ies also. So what is happening in passive voice now? The same sentence, whatever the given sentence here, right? That is subject. So we will now see the subject here, and the same subject, whatever is here mentioned, will be the object in passive voice. Okay, and here whatever the subject we have used at, don't get confused, ma. Don't get confused here. I will change the color here. The object will be placed in the first, and whereas the subject will become the by plus agent in the passive voice. You see, for your understanding, I have given the same words here without getting any confusion. But what happens in the sentence, you know, whatever the sentence is given in active voice, this subject will become by plus agent. You see here, by plus subject. Whereas this object becomes in place of subject here, that is the first category. That means object will be in the first place now. Okay. You just take only this particular thing, that forget about the negative here. Okay. We're not going to learn about negative things here. First, you think only the first sentence. This is a positive statement. And for this, you see the positive statement here. And what is the sentence read out now? Active voice.
He reads a novel.
He reads a novel. Okay. And here, what is the subject in this particular one?
He's
So he is the subject. Okay. and the novel is a object. So what happened? These two are changing into their places now. Right? So a novel is replaced in place of he in passive voice now. And the structure is very important here. What structure is important? Be form structure is very important. That is, am, or. Is, am, or here. And what happens after that? This verb, whatever V1 we have used here, okay, whatever V1 we have used here will become V3, okay, will become V3 here. That is past participle form of verb now. So what happened here? Of course, reads is the same and read is the same. That's why you don't find much difference here, right? So you just observe the sentence carefully. He reads a novel, and a novel is read. What is missing here?
By no sir.
By. A novel is read by
Him.
him. So what is important here? That he is something anonymous. Understand that we don't know who is he. So that is not at all required. A novel is read. That's it. Okay. Novel is read here. And the negative statement here, he doesn't cook food. He doesn't cook food. So in this active voice, what is the subject? Hello. What is the subject in the sentence? He doesn't cook food.
He sir.
Yeah,
He,
he. Then okay. And the object?
Food sir.
Yeah, object is
Food.
food. Okay. So the food is brought to the first place, that is here. The food is placed here, and food. So since food is the third person, what is the B form is taken? Is.
is,
Food is not, and the cook's third form
Cooked sir.
cooked. Cooked. Cook's third form is cooked. And what happened here?
It has changed to him sir.
Okay, this is very important that you should all know now. So what is happening, that subject is becoming object and object is becoming
subject,
subject. So this is what you need to learn in these two now. Okay, this is what you need to learn here. Subject is becoming object
And object is
object becoming subject,
subject, because you can't call him as a subject here. Am I correct? We call him as a subject. Subject, understand? No. Him is not subject. Him is an object, ma'am.
object,
Okay, right. So for your understanding, let me write here. So here, please take down on this side as subject. Okay, and here objects. Okay. Suppose if the subject is I, what happens here? Object?
me.
Yes. Okay. Subject is me. And what about you?
You.
You is always
you,
you only. Okay. And first person is over, second person is over. What about third person?
he, she,
Okay. So he becomes
Him.
him. Very good. And she becomes
her,
yes. She becomes her. And please take down. Don't worry. Forget. Okay. And what about it?
It's remains constant.
It is always
It is.
same. That is it. Okay, let us see the plural forms now. What is the I plural form?
Me, sir. Me.
Me, sir.
Me.
We. We becomes
Us, sir.
Us.
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 yes. We becomes us.
Us.
What about you is always you. Okay, whether it is singular or plural or subject or object, it is always you only. Okay, then for these he, she, it, what is the plural form?
We, sir.
No,
They, sir.
they.
They, sir.
Exactly, they is the plural form of he, she, it. Okay, then what is their object form?
Them, sir.
Right. Okay, so this is very important information that you need to keep in mind, because generally when the sentence comes from in active voice or passive voice, and you find all these subjects in active voice and you find all these in passive voice as objects. Okay, when you change from active voice to passive voice, the subject becomes object, and here the object becomes subject. Okay, so that's why you need to understand here, this one, he is the subject, but when it comes to passive voice, what happened?
Him.
Yeah, it is changed as a
Him.
object. Okay, right. And you have a question here, an active voice. Does he purchase books? Does he purchase books? And here what happens? Subject, this is subject. Okay, and this subject is changed as here object, that is him. Right now, and what happens here? The books, whatever you have mentioned, what is books here?
Objects.
And this object is brought to the place of
Subject.
subject, right? So remember, active voice passive voice ఏమవుతుంది? While changing from active voice to passive voice, active voice లో ఉన్న subject object అవుతుంది, అక్కడ ఉన్న object subject అవుతుంది. That is only the thing. Right. So there are two more examples here. They grew plants. They grew plants. And here, what is the subject in the first one? They.
They.
What happened to they here? When it is changed into passive voice?
Object. Them.
Yeah. So it becomes them here. So they is becoming them, just I have mentioned here. See here? And just I have given they changing into them. Okay? Right. And what about plants? Since it is a proper noun, you know that plants is always same plants only. So that no problem. But if you see the last sentence, she teaches me. And here she teaches me, though. Me is, what is me here?
Sir.
Object.
Yes, exactly. So me is object. What is happening to this me?
Subject. I.
Changing into in passive voice. It is changing passive voice. Whereas if you see the subject in active voice now, that is she, and she is becoming
Her in.
her.
Her.
Yeah, she is becoming her now here, right? What is, just I have given you here now, that is she is becoming
Yes, sir.
her here. Okay, right. And finally, the verb is very important that you need to learn in passive voice. What is the verb here in active voice? What is verb in active voice?
We.
Teaches. Tell me, teaches. Okay, teaches. So when it is changed into passive voice, what happened? It becomes
Past participle.
past participle, that is taught. Okay, while changing I mean be forms here. While adding be forms here, this is very very important now. So I hope you understand now.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes,
Have
sir.
you written all the examples
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
and this particular structure also? Did you take the structure? I think you didn't take the structure. Take on fast. Okay, now present continuous tense. Can you see present continuous tense now?
Yes, sir.
So below this table will explain you the rules of active voice and passive voice with examples for present continuous tense. So tell me, what is the structure for present continuous tense generally?
Subject is am before plus object.
Okay, subject దానికి ఏం యాడ్ చేయాలి? బీ ఫార్మ్స్ యాడ్ చేస్తారు. ఈజ్, యామ్, ఆర్ అని యాడ్ చేస్తారు కదా. రైట్, యాడ్ చేసిన తర్వాత
Present participle.
ప్రెసెంట్ పార్టిసిపల్ యాడ్ చేస్తారు. రైట్. సో ప్రెసెంట్ పార్టిసిపల్ యాడ్ చేసిన తర్వాత
Object.
ఆబ్జెక్ట్ రావాల్సి ఉంటుంది. సో రైట్. సో సీ ద స్క్రీన్ నౌ హియర్. So can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Right. So first one, active voice is here. Second one, passive voice. And you have just given the structure, subject is, am, or, that is V1 plus ing. And what do you call this one?
V4, sir.
V4. You said it is a V4, okay? And finally, object. And you remember in passive voice, whatever the tense we use, and the verb is always okay. What is the verb in passive voice? The verb is always
Past participle, sir.
past participle, or it is also known as V3, right? Okay. And here, if you see active voice sentence, that is Isha is singing a song. Isha is singing a song. What is Isha?
Subject.
Subject. And verb?
Singing, sir.
Singing. And what about the object?
Song.
A song. Don't leave article, okay? Subject is a song. No, I'm just highlighting the words. Can you see? Are they visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can zoom the screen, no problem. You can zoom the screen and find out. Right? So now, in the when we change the sentence from active voice to passive voice, what happens?
V4 become
No, first you change
subject.
the subject into object into subject place. Object into subject place a song. Okay. And the next, what happens? Verb. What are you adding to the verb here? To the same present be form, you are adding being. You are adding being before this past participle form of verb, which will show the continuation. Which will show the continuation. Okay. So here being is added extra comparatively from simple present tense. Okay. So a song is being, as usually, what is the verb? And here
Song.
what verb we use, whatever the verb we use, it should be always a
Past participle.
yes, past participle, that is V3. If you see in all these sentences, you're sung, you're chopped, you're bought, served, and disturbed. So in all these you find the
Past
verb
participle.
past participle only, right? So a song is being sung by Isha. So the name is not changed. This subject will be placed in
Object.
object place in passive voice. Right. So I give one more example now. Okay, take down in the notes. Take down in the notes. She is eating an apple. That is the example given to you in the tenses, She is eating an apple. Can anyone change into passive voice?
An apple is eaten by her, sir.
Apple is
An apple.
being eaten by her.
An apple is being eaten. An apple is being. Don't forget this being in this continuation, okay? And the same being will be used even in past continuous also. Remember this. Being అనేది కేవలం ఈ 2 టెన్సెస్ లో మాత్రమే వస్తుంది. ఎందుకంటే ఆల్రెడీ మీకు ఇక్కడ ఏం చెప్పాను, ఒకటి ఫ్యూచర్ కంటిన్యూస్ లో లేదు పాసివ్ వాయిస్. సో ఇప్పుడు 2 కంటిన్యూస్ లోనే వస్తున్నాయి. ఏవేవో 2 కంటిన్యూస్, ఒకటి
Present continuous and past
Yeah.
continuous.
ప్రెసెంట్ కంటిన్యూస్ ఒకటి, పాస్ట్ కంటిన్యూస్ ఒకటి. ఈ రెండిట్లో మాత్రమే కంటిన్యూస్ రావడం జరుగుతుంది, ఫ్యూచర్ కంటిన్యూస్ లో లేదు. గాట్ ఇట్? రైట్. సో నౌ ద సెకండ్ వన్, రీడ్ అవుట్ ప్లీజ్. నెగటివ్ సెంటెన్స్ మా ప్లీజ్. Okay, before we go to the negative, let me take another positive sentence here. So they are serving poor people. They are serving poor people. So I will call some students who are sleeping in the class now. Voice not at all responding. Vijay?
Sir.
Okay, read the sentence. Can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, read out the sentence in active voice.
There are serving poor people
They are.
and they are serving poor people.
What is the subject in the sentence?
Subject. Serving.
Hmm? ఇందులో సబ్జెక్ట్ ఏది? వర్బ్ కాదు నేను అడుగుతుంది, సబ్జెక్ట్. ఇంతసేపు చెప్పాను, వినట్లేదా?
వింటున్నాను.
మరి సబ్జెక్ట్ ఏది? దే ఆర్ సర్వింగ్ పువర్ పీపుల్. ఇక్కడ ఉంది కదా, ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడికి రా ఒకసారి, ఈ స్ట్రక్చర్ దగ్గరికి రా. ఇక్కడ ఏమేమి ఉంది? ఫస్ట్ సబ్జెక్ట్ వస్తుంది. మరి ఫస్ట్ అంటే ఫస్ట్ ఉన్నది ఏంటి? నీకు కళ్ళు కనిపించట్లే నీకు? ఏంటి ఫస్ట్ వర్డ్?
దే ఉంది.
దే ఇస్ ద సబ్జెక్ట్, రైట్?
Yes.
అండ్ నెక్స్ట్ ఏముంది? ఈజ్ ఆర్ ఆర్ ఉంది. ఏ పక్కన ఈజ్ వస్తుంది, ఆర్ వస్తుందా?
Is are వస్తుంది.
దే ఆర్ సర్వింగ్. ఓకే, దే ఆర్
Serving.
సర్వింగ్. ఓకే.
Okay.
అండ్ పూర్ పీపుల్ అనేది ఏంటి ఇక్కడ?
Object, sir.
ఇట్ ఈస్ కంప్లీట్లీ ఆబ్జెక్ట్. మీరు బాగా గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి, జనరల్ చాలా మందికి ఇక్కడ ఓన్లీ పీపుల్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ కదా సార్ అనుకోవచ్చు, బట్ ఆబ్జెక్టివ్ వచ్చినప్పుడు అడ్జెక్టివ్ తో సహా తీసుకెళ్ళాలి. ఓకే, పూర్ పీపుల్. సో పూర్ పీపుల్ ఈస్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్. సో విజయ్, నౌ టెల్ మీ, వెన్ యూ చేంజ్ దిస్ సెంటెన్స్ ఇంటూ పాసివ్ వాయిస్, నౌ పాసివ్ వాయిస్ లోకి మార్చినప్పుడు ఈ పూర్ పీపుల్ అనే దాన్ని ఎక్కడ తీసుకెళ్లారు?
First one, sir.
సబ్జెక్ట్ ప్లేస్ లోకి తీసుకెళ్లారు.
Subject.
ఓకేనా?
Okay.
సో పూర్ పీపుల్ తర్వాత ఏం రావాలి ఇక్కడ? ఈజ్ ఆమ్ ఆర్ రావాలి. ఓకే.
Yes, sir.
సో పూర్ పీపుల్ సింగులర్ ప్లూరల్?
Plural, sir.
ప్లూరల్ అవుతుంది. సో ప్లూరల్ కాబట్టి అప్పుడు ఏం వాడాలి?
Are.
ఆర్ వాడాలి. ఓకే. సో పూర్ పీపుల్ ఆర్. దీని పక్కన వాడాల్సింది ఏంటి? బీయింగ్ ఈజ్ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ అని చెప్పాను నేను ఇక్కడ. ఓకే, బీయింగ్. సో సర్వ్ కి థర్డ్ ఫామ్ ఏంటి?
By them.
సర్వ్ కి థర్డ్ ఫామ్ దట్ ఈస్ V3. ఇక్కడ చూడు, ఇక్కడ ఇది ఇంపార్టెంట్. కంప్లీట్ గా V3 వాడమని చెప్పాను కదా, పాసివ్ వాయిస్ మొత్తంలో V3 వాడాలి అని చెప్పాను. సో ఇక్కడ ఉంది కదా వర్డ్, రీడ్ దిస్ వర్డ్.
Served.
ఓకే, దిస్ ఈస్ V3. ఓకేనా? ఇప్పుడు ఈ M అనేది ఎక్కడి నుంచి వచ్చింది?
They నుంచి.
సో దే అనేది ఇక్కడ M. సో దే అనేది ఏంటి? సబ్జెక్ట్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్?
Subject.
M.
Subject.
M.
Object.
ఇక్కడ రాసాం కదా ఇందాక, మర్చిపోయావా? ఇక్కడ చూడు, ఇదో
They.
ఇక్కడ దే ఉంది, ఇది సబ్జెక్ట్. ఓకే,
Okay, sir.
ఇక్కడ దెమ్ వచ్చరికి ఏమైంది,
Object.
ఆబ్జెక్ట్ గా అవుతుంది. రైట్ మా, రైట్. ఓకే విజయ్, గుడ్. నెక్స్ట్ ఐ కాల్ వన్ బై రేవతి. I think Revati attended biology class just now. Is that you?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
You came to biology class, na?
Sir?
You came to biology class?
No, sir.
No, na? Okay. Okay, Revati, you read out the last sentence now here. Last one. Revati, can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, tell me what is the last sentence?
She is connected.
She is disturbing Dinesh.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. So explain one by one. What is subject in active voice now?
She.
Okay, I'll take the green color. So she is the subject. And what about the verb?
Disturbing.
Disturbing. Okay. And what about the object?
Dinesh.
Dinesh is the object. Wonderful. So when we change the sentence from active voice to passive voice, what is the structure? The structure is
Object is subject.
this object becomes here subject. Right?
Subject
So now
becomes to object.
object. So now Dinesh is brought to the first place. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Here. Right, ma'am? Okay. After Dinesh, what is the B form to be used?
Being.
Is తర్వాత కదా ఫస్ట్ ఏం వాడాలి, ఈజ్ వాడాలి. దినేష్ ఈజ్ బీయింగ్.
Yes, sir.
వాట్ ఈస్ ద పాస్ట్ పార్టిసిపల్ ఫార్మ్ ఆఫ్ డిస్టర్బ్?
Disturbed.
Disturbed. Okay, next what is byplace agent? Who is byplace agent here?
Sir?
ఇక్కడ బై తర్వాత ఉంది కదా byplace. This is called byplace agent అంటాం. అంటే ఏంటి?
She her గా మారింది, sir.
She is changed.
Her.
What is she? Subject or object?
Yes, subject, sir.
So
Subject
her
change to object.
subject is changed as object now. So I hope you understand now the two tenses, simple present and present continuous tense. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So are there any doubts regarding this now? So have a negative sentence here. One negative sentence is given there, and call upon Nurse Rangaswamy. Are you there? Okay, you just read out the last sentence. We will quit the meeting now. Third one now. This one.
Is Ritika buying a table?
No. First, the above. Negative.
Kritika is not chopping vegetables.
Very loudly, ma.
Kritika is not chopping vegetables.
Kritika is not chopping vegetables. What is subject and what is verb and what is object?
Kritika is subject.
Okay, wonderful.
And
Verb,
chopping
chopping is verb, right? And object,
vegetables.
vegetable. So when you change the sentence into passive voice, what happens?
Subject become
And
object.
Becomes subject. So that first we need to take subject or object here.
Object, sir.
Yeah, this object to be
Vegetables.
brought into the first place. That is vegetables. So since vegetable singular and the B form is used to
Are.
are. So vegetables are. Is it a positive statement or negative statement?
Sir, negative sentence.
Negative. So that vegetables are not being chopped. Is the chopped third form of chopped.
Chop.
Okay.
Okay.
And What is this last one? Kritika. In active voice, Kritika is subject, na? In passive voice, Kritika is
Sir,
in active voice, Kritika is subject, okay? In passive voice, Kritika is what is okay?
object becomes object.
Kritika is object, okay? Kritika is object. Okay, this is what the structure is about, okay? And here we have completed two tenses regarding the changing of the rules from active voice to passive voice. One is simple present tense, and the second one is present continuous tense.
Sir, it is by
Is a table being ఉంది కదా, యాజ్ యూజువల్ బీయింగ్ వాడాలి కదా. బైక్ ఈ థర్డ్ ఫామ్ ఏంటి?
bought, sir.
బాట్. సో ఇప్పుడు బై ప్లస్ అనేది ఇక్కడ ఏంటి? బై ప్లస్ ఏజెంట్ అనేది రావాలి ఇక్కడ. ఎవరు ఇక్కడ ఈ బై ప్లస్ ఏజెంట్? ఇక్కడ ఉన్నటువంటి సబ్జెక్ట్ ఇక్కడికి వచ్చేసరికి ఆబ్జెక్ట్ గా మారుతుంది. గాట్ ఇట్? ఇప్పుడు నీకు ఇంకొక అర్థమైందా?
లేదు సార్, అర్థం.
అది ఏం అర్థం అవ్వలేదు చెప్పు నాకు కరెక్ట్ గా ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ.
సార్ ఫస్ట్ ఈజ్
ఫస్ట్ ఈజ్ ఎందుకు వస్తుంది? బికాస్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఎ క్వశ్చన్ నా. మనం చేంజ్ చేస్తున్నది ఈ ఎంటైర్ స్ట్రక్చర్ ఇదంతా కూడా ఏంటి? దిస్ ఇస్ ద క్వశ్చన్, నార్మల్ సెంటెన్స్ కాదు. ఇక్కడ 3 కేటగిరీస్ ఉన్నాయి చూడు నీకు. ఒకటేంటి? స్టేట్మెంట్. రెండవది ఏంటి? క్వశ్చన్, సారీ నెగటివ్. రెండవది ఏంటి? నెగటివ్. థర్డ్ ఏంటి? క్వశ్చన్. క్వశ్చన్ దేంతో మొదలవ్వాలి యూజువల్ గా?
ఈజ్
ఆక్సిలరీ వర్బ్స్ తో స్టార్ట్ అవ్వాలి, అవునా? క్వశ్చన్ దేంతో మొదలవ్వాలి? ఆక్సిలరీ. అందుకని పాసివ్ వాయిస్ లో కూడా ఈజ్ ఆర్ తోనే వస్తుంది. ఈజ్ ఆర్ తోనే వస్తుంది, రైట్? ఇప్పుడు నీకు ఒక సెంటెన్స్ చెప్తాను, రైట్ ఇన్ ద నోట్బుక్.
ఓకే సార్.
హీ ఈజ్ టీచింగ్ మీ. సరే, క్వశ్చన్ కదా కావాలి.
ఎస్ సార్.
ఈజ్ హీ టీచింగ్ మీ? ఈజ్ హీ టీచింగ్ మీ?
ఓకే
ప్లీజ్ రైట్ ఆల్ ఆఫ్ యూ. ఈజ్ హీ టీచింగ్ మీ అన్నావు. సో దాంట్లో సబ్జెక్ట్ ఏంటి?
హీ సార్.
హీ. ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ఏంటి?
సార్ మీ.
మీ కదా,
ఎస్
రైట్? అండ్ ఇప్పుడు క్వశ్చన్ ని తయారు చేయాలనుకున్నప్పుడు ఫస్ట్ ఏం వాడమని చెప్పాను నేను? పాసివ్ వాయిస్ లో కూడా
ఆక్సిలరీ
ఆక్సిలరీ వర్బ్స్ వాడమని చెప్పాను. సో ఇప్పుడు దేన్ని బేస్ చేసుకొని వాడమని చెప్పాను? బేస్డ్ ఆన్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్.
ఆబ్జెక్ట్. ఓకే సార్.
నీకు ఇచ్చిన క్వశ్చన్, నీకు ఇచ్చిన సెంటెన్స్ లో ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ఏంటి?
మీ సార్.
సో మీ పాసివ్ వాయిస్ కి వచ్చినప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది?
ఐ సార్.
ఐ ఇప్పుడు ఏమొస్తుంది? బి ఫార్మ్స్ లో చెప్పు. ఈజ్ ఆమ్ ఆర్ లో.
యామ్ సార్.
సో బిగిన్ ద సెంటెన్స్ విత్ యామ్. యామ్ ఐ.
ఓకే సార్.
తర్వాత ఏం రావాలి? యామ్ ఐ.
బీయింగ్ టీచ్.
టీచ్ కి థర్డ్ ఫామ్ ఏంటమ్మా?
థర్డ్ సార్.
ఈ యామ్ ఐ బీయింగ్ టాట్ బై
హిమ్ సార్.
హిమ్. దాట్స్ ఆల్. అర్థమైంది ఇప్పుడు?
థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్.
Right. Okay. So, any other doubts, ma? Brothers? If no more doubts, we will leave the room now.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, good. So, see you tomorrow with the other tenses that we change from active voice to passive voice. We will learn all the rules and regulations while changing from active voice to passive voice. Okay? So, if possible, if there is a time, I will give you at least 10 sentences of work. Only a few students are responding to me. Your response is being recorded on WhatsApp. Don't forget that, okay? So your evaluation will be done only on WhatsApp, okay, regarding the internal examinations. So I expect every student should message me with the images, that capture the images with your name and class. Some students are not writing the names on the paper. Please do write your name properly and the class also. You don't say that just first BA. First BA 2 are there, that is HCP and TTM. And in BCom also 2 are there, that is BCom and General and Computers. So please do mention the name and the class properly so that I can identify so easily next time while awarding the marks. Okay. So far I have given 25 sentences from tenses, and I'm going to conduct one online examination also to all of you very soon regarding the first internal. And for this active voice and passive voice, there's two tenses which we have done now. One is present simple and present continuous. Regarding these two, I may give you 10 sentences now. Please change them from passive voice to active voice to passive voice. Okay, na?
Okay, sir.
Right. So thank you for attending the class. Have a nice day. Bye bye.